Welcome, Patriots, to WNHS-TV. I'm Courtney Jersol.
And I'm Logan Pring. In this episode, we've got reporting on the events around the school and early spring activities. We'll also see how our winter teams have finished their seasons.
Temperatures in the Chesapeake Bay this winter were an average of 30 degrees. People from around the world participate every year in the annual Polar Plunge to support a variety of organizations.
That's right. Courtney, you were able to actually get out there a couple of weeks ago and see one of those events.
Yep, it was a great event and a lot of fun.
The Special Olympics gives people with intellectual disabilities the opportunity to explore new skills, traits, and strengths through sports.
The Special Olympics has been raising money for 56 years. We asked participants how long they've been plunging and what keeps bringing them back to the freezing waters.
How many years have you been plunging?
20 years.
This is my third year super plunging.
I come back every year because it's just awesome to see all the athletes plunging. Every hour they're jumping in to raise funds for their fellow athletes so they can compete in all these sports all year long, which is awesome.
Participants plunge once every hour for 24 hours.
And what's your favorite part about the plunge?
Oh, it's like cold water.
It's just a big party, you know, we all come here and we're all one big family.
Last year, the Polar Plunge raised $3.6 million, and this year they hope to pass that record by reaching $4 million.
There will be another chance to plunge next year in February. I'm Courtney Jersol reporting for WNHS-TV.
Looks like they were having fun out there. And speaking of taking a dip, a couple of weeks ago, our girls' Patriots swim team took home this year's state championship. Some of the swimmers included Carly Damon, Lila Smith, Mary Catherine Stum, Lily Smith, Isabella Pinto, Aspen Gallaudet, Cedar Gallaudet, Audrey Randolph, Catherine Schmidt, and Abigail Dennison. Congrats to all the athletes. We were able to speak with one of the champs, Carly Damon, on how the meet went.
I was really proud of how the whole team did. We dropped lots of time and we all placed well. I was really happy that we won. We've never won before, and I'm just proud of everyone's effort and the way they swam.
Summer coming right around the corner, some of our fellow Patriots are starting to search for their dream summer job.
For this story, we interviewed a few students about their experiences at the job fair, how they felt about it, and if they learned anything helpful that they could apply to future job opportunities.
All right, say your name and grade.
Nicholas Long, 10th grade.
All right, how was your experience at the job fair?
It was nice, it was fun, I got some free stuff.
Were you looking for any specific job opportunities?
Not really, I was just looking around, seeing what was interesting.
All right, say your name and grade.
Donovan Reynolds, 11th grade.
All right, how was your experience at the job fair?
It was a cool experience, good environment, good place to learn new things, you know, see many opportunities that you may have.
Were you looking for any specific job opportunities?
No, not really any specific job opportunities, but just seeing like what can be available if like maybe things don't necessarily work out.
Did you learn anything specific you should have for future jobs?
Maybe like going to school to like study different things might be like some required or like specific, but that's really it for the most part.
What is your name and grade?
I'm B. Proctor and I'm a junior.
Alright, why did you go to the job fair originally?
Because I was just trying to see what kind of jobs they had available.
Did you find any jobs that you were interested in?
I found bricklayer. They laid the bricks around the school.
I am Billy Drew reporting for WNHS of Northern High School. Thank you.
Last fall was the first time students across the country experienced the digital PSAT. As students gear up for the first digital SAT this weekend, we heard from students about the adjustment between the paper and digital version of the PSAT.
The preliminary SAT or PSAT was held online this year, and students seemed to be a fan.
I kind of liked it online. I guess it was shorter. I think it's easier for people to take online. I think it's less scary that way.
It was a good online test in my opinion. I think the setup was fine. It was definitely more convenient this way.
The PSAT has always been on paper, but this year schools decided to change things up.
I was aware that the PSAT was online this year. The questions were a lot different though, so I did not think they would be different, but they were.
Last year when I did sign up to voluntarily take the PSAT, it was definitely longer. I feel like doing it online was easier, not only for us, but on the teachers.
The general student response to online testing seems to be a positive one, but there is always room for improvement.
The only thing I would change is how long the break time is, so I don't feel trapped, and I know a lot of people have that problem.
Like they should give us like more opportunities to learn about what the questions are going to look like. They should make the PSAT free for 11th graders, not sophomores.
This should have been Jason Randall reporting for WNHS-TV.
Interested in seeing how well the digital PSAT prepared students for this new online version of the SAT. We will be right back after these messages.
Do you enjoy writing but don't know how to transfer your ideas onto paper? Do you want to make a compelling and engaging story that people would love and adore? Whether you're looking to hone your craft as a writer, stimulate your creative mind, or have a semester of fun, creative writing is the perfect class for you.
Creative writing is an enjoyable, simple, and judgment-free class where you can express your qualities, emotions, and dreams through storytelling. If you are interested, visit Ms. Kaufman in room 328 for more information.
Welcome to Journalism 1, the gateway to your journalism journey.
This class introduces you to all the different types of journalism.
We have broadcasting,
newspaper,
yearbook.
Those are the classes we offer here at Northern, but the only way you'll be able to do them is if you start here at Journalism 1.
Journalism 1 is the perfect start to any young journalist career. I did it along with many other peers of mine. So come on out and join Journalism 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
Breaking news. Are you interested in learning more about journalism? We need you in broadcasting.
Do you want to be a reporter on the news? Joining broadcasting will help you learn how to edit, how to set up camera angles, and how to speak in front of the camera.
Interested in reporting the weather or being a meteorologist? Well, we got you covered. You'll learn how to use green screens and edit graphics.
Broadcasting also just isn't limited to the news. You can learn how to manage our social media and run our website where we upload our monthly shows.
And if you're interested in working behind the scenes, we have many options for you. You can learn how to manage cameras, work audio boards, live streaming, and much more.
And cut.
Welcome back. Spring sports are starting up at Northern High School. These sports we have here are lacrosse, tennis, baseball, softball, and outdoor track and field. The teams are all expecting good seasons this year. Northern High School Activities and Athletic Director Ms. Karzeski is prepared for the upcoming season.
I thought they went very well. It was good that it was not raining and pouring down, so they were able to have tryouts outside, which is always a good thing.
While the spring sports teams are working hard at practice, a lot of Patriots are ready for spring break.
With spring break on the horizon, the countdown begins. The purpose of spring break is utilized in many ways, even as simple as staying home or seeing family.
The tradition I normally have with my family is we go to Destin, Florida, and I hang out with my grandparents. Then we all go to a taco place that overlooks the water and have some fun together. So.
The hectic school responsibilities before the last half of the school year can be overwhelming, and spring break is a breath of fresh air. In turn, showing that spring break could improve your mental health as well.
It's a refresher from all the schoolwork that we have to do.
Overall, spring break has a positive outcome on the students, giving them not only the opportunity to recover mentally, but also to explore what the world has to offer.
I'm Sky Lindemann reporting for WNHS-TV.
My favorite season is spring because that's when the sun starts to set later and we get more daylight.
I agree, but I don't like losing an hour of sleep every year.
With mixed opinions on the clock springing forward and falling back, reporter Gabe Sagrafis set out to find what Northern High School thinks.
Daylight savings time is a tradition of moving the clock forward in the spring and moving the clock back in the winter. It has been practiced since the early 20th century, but why is it here? There are a lot of ideas floating around to why.
Looking into the origin, it looks like it was created during the wartime in World War I to preserve energy. So by offsetting the time of day to allow for more daylight hours, you reduce the amount of resources you're using to light your home after dark.
It is quite a contentious subject, with many people hating the practice.
I think daylight savings time is stupid, and I think it needs to be outlawed.
I do not like daylight savings time at all. As soon as it comes, everybody complains the whole week and blames it on daylight saving time.
Many people dislike daylight savings time. Do they still see value in the practice?
People need to know that for me, it's inconvenient, but for others, it's pretty convenient.
Overall, it seems that daylight savings should be a relic of the past and should stay there. This is Gabe Sagrafis, WNHS News, signing off.
Thank you, Gabe Sagrafis and Wyatt Wright, for that. There are so many students and teams at Northern to be proud of. We want to give recognition to the students who submitted their best writing for Northern's Writing Night. Each year, Northern showcases students' best work during Writing Night. From poetry to journalism, the event covers a wide range of genres that students explore through classes like AP Literature and Composition. Journalism 1 and Creative Writing last week, Mr. Fenimore hosted the event in the library, complete with catering from the Cultures and Cuisine class. If you missed the event, you can still send your best work to Mr. Fenimore to possibly be featured around Northern.
We'll get your brackets together. March just started, which means it's time for March Madness.
With spring around the corner, every sports fans know one of the most exciting times of the year. I'm talking, of course, about March Madness. It's a perfect mix of Cinderella stories, upsets, dominant basketball, and most importantly, unpredictability. Every year, everyone tries to make the perfect bracket, and it still has never been done. Few students have ideas of who they think could make the run for the finals.
Baylor, UConn, Kansas, and Auburn.
UConn, Houston, Arizona, and Purdue.
Along with what teams are going to dominate, it is most exciting when a single player himself takes over the tournament. When asked who's most likely to do so, these students answered pretty confidently.
Probably RJ Davis.
RJ Davis, because I like his game.
With more and more teams being added to the bracket, the difficulty of making a perfect bracket continues to increase. Make sure you make your bracket and tune into the tournament this March to watch some exciting college basketball.
Thanks, Samantha. We look forward to seeing who takes the trophy, and we will have more coverage on the tournament as it progresses. Also, don't forget 9th grade English is completing the Monster March Madness contest. Voting for the first round ends today at 2:15.
Best Buddies is an international nonprofit organization that brings together people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and people without. For our school, Best Buddies is considered a one-to-one friendship chapter, meaning that they create friendships, hang out, and spread inclusion and awareness. This month is Inclusion Awareness Month, and to spread awareness and inclusivity, Best Buddies is participating in Spread the Word. It is an internationally recognized campaign working to spread respect and inclusion by addressing the excluding and demeaning impact of the R word. Spread the Word is an opportunity for communities to come together to recognize the advances made and the advances still to make. During lunch periods outside of the cafeteria, students have the opportunity to sign their pledge poster. When students sign the pledge poster, they are able to learn about ways to include people from all backgrounds and abilities.
That's it for this show. The quarter is ending in about 3 weeks, so remember to keep working hard and keep those grades up.
Also, be sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter at NHS Patriot Press to stay updated on all things broadcasting the newspaper. Have a great day, work hard, be kind, get involved, and as always, proud to be a Patriot.